It's Sunday, 2018. Wait. May 6th, 2018. There, sonny boy. Pay attention. This is. My mind is going fast. So it's Sunday. It's time for Sunday Smorgasbord. Topics that I just kind of want to talk about. I'd say, welcome to a feast for the mind, but it's not even going to be a nibble. But it's okay. Because Sunday Smorgasbord is just basically topics I want to talk about. And as you see from the title, getting old and I'm loving it. And I'm going to tell you why. But first we're going to do the channel's health. It's doing pretty well. It's probably better than my health in real life. That ain't no joke. So, it's kind of a monumental occasion for myself. I have gone over 1,000 views in 15 weeks. Now I know there are people that get 1,000 views in 1 minute of their video being out, but I'm not that guy. But I'm happy. I'm happy I've got 1,000 views. I got a video that finally got over 100 views. I've been doing YouTube on and off for years. I mean, I had a show that I did with a couple of friends, Mike and Rolf, that was called Offsides. We did probably 30 or 40 episodes of that. Did a lot of shows with Sean on his channel, on Sean Ballew's channel, that we probably did 15, 20 shows on there. He now does the shows on this channel, Neutral Zone Infraction / That Mediocre Sports Show, which are just a ton of fun to do. I love doing those shows. They may be nonsensical and they may be rambling sometimes, but they are so much fun. I love doing those shows with him. So I'm glad that we're doing them again, because we had stopped doing them for a long time. But I think the best view we ever had was one of the shows on Offsides. I think had 93 views, and I've got a video now that has 103 views. And that's awesome, because I'm not a big promoter of myself. I'm a terrible promoter of myself. So, I mean, I've just been putting out videos every day and talking about the stuff I want to talk about. And eventually I had 3 straight weeks of over 100 views. In fact, this is my best week. I had 124 views. And I've done 139 videos, and I made 8 videos this week. And we have 16 subscribers. So we've even moved up on that number. So when I first started this a long time ago, I thought, oh, it's easy to get subscribers. It's easy to get views. You just put videos up and everybody watches. Then you kind of understand it's like it takes a lot more time than that. There are some channels they probably take off pretty quick because they're very good at self-promotion and everything. I'm just not good at it. I don't really tell everybody what I'm doing. I just kind of let people find the show, and whatever happens, happens. It's not like I'm depending on the money from this, because you don't get any money from this at this level. But it's just fun to do right now. So, channel's health is doing pretty well. So I'm happy about that. So, I've been watching a few videos lately, and it's about people that are my age that do YouTube channels that are still gamers, and they're talking about getting old. And how they're not really happy that they're getting old, because they can't play the video games they used to, and they don't have the time to dedicate to video games that they used to. And they don't like it. Well, I love it. I love getting older. And I'm going to tell you why. I have nothing against being young. And it's like, whatever age you are, enjoy where you are in life, pretty much. Just whatever age you are, whatever you're doing, pretty much just enjoy what you're doing. You can still have fun no matter how old you are. Just enjoy what it is that's around you. Find the things that make you happy and do those things. As long as they're within the legal limits of the law. Can't stress that enough. It's got to be legal. There are things that are fun to do that are illegal, but don't do those. You get yourself in a lot of trouble, and then you'll be hating life. I don't care how old you are. But I'm 44. So I've been playing video games since about 1978, 79. And my parents bought us our first Atari. So the Atari 2600 had one joystick, one button. My parents loved playing it. They played a lot of the Atari. It's like my sister and I played a lot of Atari. My parents and I played a lot of Atari. But then the NES came out, and they bought me and my sister an NES. The NES has a select, a D-pad, and an A and B button. And at that point, my parents were done with gaming. You know, it's like my mom even said, there's too many buttons on the controller. I'm just going, Mom, it's like now there are controllers out there that have like 12 buttons and more. it's nuts what controllers have, and to think where they came from. But for them, gaming stopped after the Atari 2600. My mom still plays match 3 games and stuff like that were very casual and whatnot. My dad doesn't really play any games anymore. But for them, gaming wasn't going to continue, but I was a kid. And so gaming continued for me. And no matter what the controller would throw at me, I just kept, adapting to the controller. I'm 44. I still adapt to the controllers that are put in front of me, but you hear some people talk about how it's become foreign to them. There may become a point in time where gaming is something I never want to do again. I'm not going to say it's something I'll always be able to adapt to. But I don't hate getting older. I don't hate the fact that I can't play video games the way I used to. When I was younger, my eyes worked better, my reflexes were quicker, and I could react to things a lot better that were up on the screen. Now it's like I squint, I have to wear glasses when I play video games because I can't always read all the text, I can't see some of the small details, and this is with 4K TVs, and I can't see some of the details. Can you imagine if I still had to play on old CRTs? But it doesn't bother me because I still find easy games. That's why I call myself the easy gamer. That's why I do the easy game shows on Wednesday where I talk about gaming and try to find an easy game. Diablo 3, on its easiest difficulty setting, its first difficulty setting, is still a fairly easy game, and I get a lot of hours of enjoyment out of it. The Forza games, you can make those almost to the point where they're too easy, and you have to ramp up the difficulty a little bit to get a little bit more fun out of them, but I do that. I find where it fits. Other games I found Gravel on its easiest difficulty setting, I can progress. And I don't have to be good at it, but a game like Dark Souls, I'm probably not going to play. I don't have the time to get really good at that game. I just don't. And that's a kind of a game you have to take the time to get good at it. A lot of getting older means you have more responsibilities. You don't get to just come home, play video games, and go from there and spend 8 hours a day playing them. You don't get an entire summer off to just play video games before your parents kick you out of the house and say, go outside and play. But I love getting older because of the knowledge that I gain. I love the fact that I learn new stuff all the time. People say, would you like to go back to being a kid? No, I don't want to be a kid. I was a kid once. I've done that. I'm fine. It's like, let the kids be kids. I don't need to go back to being a kid. When I was a kid, I couldn't buy what I wanted. I had to ask my parents for it. When I was a kid, I had to go to school. I hated school. Now it's like if I got to spend 8 hours somewhere, I get paid for it. So I'm good. I mean, I may not have the most fun in the universe where I am, but they're paying me to be there. So I'm good. It pays the bills. And when I want to buy something, I sit there and I look at what I have in the bank and I go, can I afford that? Yes, and I'm going to buy it. If I can't afford it, I save a little bit of money until I can. And it's like, and I can make that decision for myself. It's like, I don't have to sit there and ask my parents, can you buy me that? And they go, you don't need that. I know I don't need it, I just want it. But it's their money, so they get to make the choice. Well, now it's my money, and if I have the money, I can buy it. And that's what I love about being an adult. That's what I like about getting older. I've learned from my mistakes in the past on spending money. I used to spend money terribly. In fact, at one time I had to claim bankruptcy because I spent my money so badly. I was $50,000 in debt in credit cards. I learned from that. Learning experience. I love that I've gained that knowledge. I have that knowledge and I know never to go back to that point again. Most of the time, if I can't afford to buy it with cash, I'm probably not going to buy it. If I can't afford to pay the card off at the end of the month, probably not going to buy it. So, I mean, I've gained the knowledge over the years. I've learned from my mistakes, and I love that I've gained that knowledge. I don't want to lose that knowledge. If I could go back to being a kid with the knowledge I have now, I might do it, because then I could sit there and start things over and maybe be, make wiser decisions from a younger age. But that's not possible. It's not going to happen. So I'm happy to get older. Yes, there are more aches and there are more pains and things don't work like they used to. The eyeballs, the reflexes. But I'm still a gamer. I'm still loving it. I'm still having a lot of fun being a gamer. Whatever games I can find that I can delve into, I will. If the game is too difficult, I just won't buy it. I'll read the reviews. I'll figure it out. I can still play Dynasty Warriors. I can still play Forza. I can still play, Diablo 3. So there are games out there that you can still play even as you get older. Maybe you can't play them as good as you used to and you can't put them on the hardest difficulties, but you can still play them. The challenge will still be there. It'll just be at a lower difficulty level. So just enjoy where you are in life. Whatever age you are, enjoy it. If you're young and you haven't learned a lot, look forward to the fact you're going to learn a lot. And just keep learning, and then apply the knowledge later. But don't be sad to get old. Getting old has its benefits. It really does. I mean, the body may break down a little bit, but the mind gets a little sharper until it starts to dull. When it starts to dull, you don't really realize it anyway because it's dulling. So it'll be fine. It's like it's an aging process. Father Time is undefeated. He's never lost a single fight in his life. He's won every competition he's entered. Nobody has ever beat Father Time. Enjoy where you are. If you're getting older, enjoy it. Take the knowledge that you've learned and be happy that you have it, so that you don't make some of the dumb mistakes you made when you were young. If you're young and you make a dumb mistake, just realize it's a chance to learn and won't make the same mistake, hopefully, in the future. So that's just a little bit. I do like getting older. I don't like that I don't have the athletic ability or I have a little bit more aches and pains. But I do like the knowledge, and I do like knowing that it's like I have walked a path and I've learned a lot from it. So, how are you? Where are you at in life? Are you enjoying how old you are, how young you are? What do you think of finally going over 1,000 views after almost 4 months? It's like took a long time, but I'm there, so I'm happy about it. So, with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.